Hi everyone.
Hi.
I have a special guest who's always here,
that off.
but in a different spot today.
Hi. I'm gonna paint today.
Jen's painting the Deadpool.
Yes, not this.
Not that. No.
Because Jason probably will get very mad at me.
Jason would probably be
if
upset,
yeah. So
If
I'm
you
gonna
paint
move
it on
that
it, yeah.
safely away, and then I am going to paint.
Ba-ba-ba. That model's great. That model's great.
Deadpool on a unicorn.
Hi, Paint Liquor.
Hello. Yeah, I haven't done this in a really long time, and I don't know where I'm supposed to be in Jason's spot.
Gladiator.
So,
Hello. The people are well.
I will apologize in advance for all the time that I'm going to spend out of
camera?
frame. Yeah,
Yeah.
out of frame. I'll do my best.
It's okay. I do that enough for everybody, so.
Oh, one of the bodies needs well, they don't have any exposed skin really other than their hands.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would work.
They could have like it embroidered into their
Onto their
stitched into their leather jerkin or something.
yeah.
That'd be funny.
A little patch or something somewhere. Yeah.
I am gonna paint myself up some more of these guys.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Well, you're gonna paint the Deadpool.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna paint this, but I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna paint? Oh, you should do pink Deadpool.
Pink Deadpool?
Yeah. Like instead of red, do pink.
Yeah.
Yeah, pink
I
and
also
black.
have the girl. I have the lady Deadpool. And I googled that, and it showed that she was orange.
Really?
And that he was red, yeah. But yeah, maybe I'll make him more of like a red still, but with a little more of like a purpley, magenta, burgundy type vibe. Just a little extra.
Jason might be here, maybe, towards the end of the stream. We'll see if that ends up happening.
We're here because we love you guys.
Yep. Jason, not so lovey-dovey these days.
Yeah.
He doesn't love you guys
He
as
doesn't
much
love
as
you
we
guys.
love you.
Nope. I don't talk as loud as Jason, so can you guys hear me, or do I need to go turn my volume up? He really needs to clean this palette.
Yeah.
I don't have any space.
Yep. I think I still have your palette or something.
Oh, yep, there it is.
Might need to have a little bit of a scrub down with a damp paper towel to get all
Just in
the.
case it's dusty, yeah.
Yeah. I'd still probably hit it with the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dusty. Audio's good. Awesome. Okay. Thank you, guys.
That's what we like to hear. Good audio.
Jason will be proud.
Of our audio prowess?
Well, of me, because normally people complain that they can't hear me, and I have his microphone probably set lowest because he's the loudest.
He is the loudest. He's a loud man.
Got a booming voice.
Did you hear about our singing this morning?
I don't think so.
He sung good morning to me when I
What?
walked in. I walked over to say good morning, and he beat me to it and sung happy
I need
good
all
morning
of
to
you
me.
guys to know that Jason has been singing and dancing much more than he normally does.
I'm going to take credit for that.
So that's interesting, right? Because I've been singing and dancing with him
For a long time.
for almost 9 years. Jordan's here for 6 months,
I think he
and
finds
he's got him converted.
my particular brand of like singing and dancing to be quite enjoyable. He finds it very entertaining.
What does that say about mine?
Well,
Means he doesn't like it.
he loves you in other ways.
So he doesn't have to like my singing and dancing?
Well, maybe he prioritizes other things.
Yeah, that's true.
He leaves the singing and dancing for people like me.
Yes. All right. Yes, because I get scolded every time I try and dance.
79
79, Ruben.
from Ruben. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's also welcome to just come hang out in the comfy chairs since he's
Yeah.
on lunch.
Ruben, you gotta take your lunch at noon someday, and on a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, and come in and sit with us.
I think he's still polishing off his lunch right now. He might have some.
Ruben?
Might have some time still. Yeah.
And come say hello to the people.
Because I just finished up, and I know he started probably 20 minutes after me. So. Ugh, gosh, this positioning for this airbrush is literally the worst.
Friday's perfect, Ruben.
We really love it when we have guests.
Yes,
That's
we
not
do.
an exaggeration or like a lie. We genuinely enjoy it. Having Shelby on the other day was awesome.
Yeah.
Shelby got a chance to learn some cool stuff.
That's a 30. Bring a shirt with less paint on it. I mean, that's how people know you're legit, though. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I just haven't done this for so long.
It's alright, Jen. It will be fine.
I know it will be.
Remember how I said, the cabinet is there with the information in it. You just gotta go, shake off the dust.
Yeah. Like I had to shake
Rifle
the
through the
dust off.
cabinet a
There's
little
so
bit.
much dust on my palette.
I spent so much time cooking last night.
What'd you cook?
I meal prepped a whole bunch of breakfast burritos.
Oh.
Like
Nice.
13 of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then do you just freeze them?
Yeah.
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, you just you wrap them up in the burritos, you wrap them in foil, and then you stick them in a plastic bag and stick them in the freezer.
Ah, good at you.
So I made 13 of them. And I had one for lunch today.
You had a breakfast burrito for lunch?
I did. Because unfortunately that process took like an hour and
So you didn't have
change.
time to make actual lunch?
Yeah, so what happened was I got home, I turned on my computer, I loaded up a game, and then promptly fell asleep at my computer for like 2 hours.
Oh,
Yeah.
like just sitting up at your computer?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
oh,
Yeah, I was really tired. All this walking has been kind of like building up
that's good.
for me, and I've been like exhausted.
That's good though.
So-
that means it's working.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably take a day or two off though, because my left foot's starting to really feel it.
Yeah.
I rolled out. I have like a lacrosse ball that I used to like roll out my
Yeah.
muscles, and I rolled out my right foot last night because last time my feet were like actually were hurting a decent bit. And the nice thing is I know it's not structural, so I haven't like broken a toe or something.
Right.
Because it doesn't hurt all the time.
Yeah.
It only hurts when I'm like walking around on it for a few minutes,
Yeah.
and then it'll ease up as my muscles get moving. So I know it's muscular.
Yeah.
Or something tendon related or something like that. So that's great, but it sucks because it hurts.
Yeah.
And I just need to like roll that specific part of my foot out, and it hurts a lot when you do that. To anybody who hasn't rolled out their muscles
done it.
with their
Feels-
lacrosse ball,
It's like
It
a
is-
good hurt though.
it
I think.
no, it's a bad hurt,
Well, I like it
but
right
it
underneath
feels so
the,
good afterwards.
the ball of my foot. I just use
Yeah.
a tennis ball, which is probably not firm enough, but
Yeah, the lacrosse ball I
Yeah.
used last night. Oh my gosh, it was a lot. Especially when when your feet are like super mangled or your muscles are super mangled, and you really need to like get in there and do some muscle relaxation.
yeah.
It completely solved all of the soreness that I had in my right foot.
Yeah.
Which is crazy how effective it is.
I don't know if this would interest you or not, but my yoga teacher does it's called myofascial release, and it's like she does it at a winery, like on the back patio next to like a little lake.
Okay.
It's very relaxing, and it's yoga, but it's not like asana, like not standing in poses.
Yeah.
Basically, you just lay down, you're really comfortable, you get a tennis ball, and she just has you work different areas of your body with the tennis ball. Yeah, and it's super relaxing and beautiful, and yeah, and she does it like once a month. If you're interested in that, if you drink wine, you get it comes with a glass of wine at the end.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's part of me has been like, okay, so because a lot of the time when you get like you go to the gym and your muscles are sore, you got to actually use them for that pain and soreness to go away, and it does for a little bit after I walk, but then it gets worse, and it's just like, okay, I just need to like take a break for a couple of days. But what I might do instead is do like an exercise routine at my home instead, with some resistance bands.
I was just gonna say, do you have like resistance bands or anything? Yeah, perfect.
Stuff that just doesn't have me like running around. Yeah. I also talked to Jason this morning about it. I mentioned it when we were singing "Good Morning" to each other.
Yeah, for those of you who missed it, Jason sang today,
which was loud enough that Gabe heard it in his office and came over and said, "What the heck is happening?
What is happening?"
Yeah,
it's been a weird day.
It was hilarious.
So what did you?
But we were talking about it, and I was like, I don't know if it's like just my shoes being bad, because I don't have great walking shoes.
Yeah.
Or I do, but they are beat.
So just maybe need a new pair.
Yeah. So he was like, I have these pair of shoes that I've been using forever, and they're amazing. So he sent me a link to his pair.
The
of
Skechers.
Shoes. Yeah.
He loves those things.
So I'm probably buy a pair.
Yeah.
Because in my specific size, there's a black pair. It's like $50.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, he loves them. He has multiple pairs.
Yeah, he said he has like 2 pairs that are worn out
all the time,
and then he has 2 pairs that he hasn't touched yet. He buys them like 3
I got a pair, and they did not help me at all.
Oh.
So, well, here's the thing though. What I learned is that I'm like opposite day all the time. So, I have tried, because I used to stand a lot more than I do now. Now I sit at my desk more. But I used to stand all day long doing fulfillment and stuff like that. And I have 2 ruptured discs in my back and arthritis in my hip and all kinds of issues. Yeah. Which is why the other day I was saying that I feel like I'm basically
old.
An 80-year-old woman.
Yeah.
I had Adidas, I've tried the Skechers, I tried all these different shoes with really good like arch support, and I just every day was so like my hips would hurt, my lower back would hurt, I would have all these problems, and I was miserable. And I was about to go to the good foot store or something like that, where they actually test out your walk, they measure it.
They do that?
Yeah,
oh, geez.
yeah,
okay.
and then they give you like a customized insert for your shoes. So I was just about to do that, and one day I had an old pair of Converse that I put on just because they looked cute with my outfit. And that day I was like, my back doesn't hurt, my hips don't hurt, what is the deal? So I immediately went and bought I had too much support, so I immediately went and bought another pair of Converse, and I've been wearing them ever since, and my back does not hurt nearly as much as it used to.
That's crazy.
My hips don't hurt at the end of the day. So just kind of think about that. If you have a pair, maybe try those for a day. Not necessarily walking in them. Like if it's a day you're going to go on a walk, I wouldn't recommend those. But just on a day when you're just going to be standing up during stream or something, just to see. Because I was shocked because I thought that you're supposed to have good arch support in your shoes. And to have these completely flat shoes be the ones that feel best for me was very strange.
Well, the funny thing is, like, the arch support doesn't always help.
Yeah.
Right? And a lot of the time, it can even hurt, like in your case, right? So I know that, like, because I mean, there's people like walking barefoot is actually pretty good for you.
Yeah, I would rather be barefoot, to be honest.
Yeah, same. Like, I hate wearing shoes.
I
If
take
I could
my
walk
shoes
around
off,
in sandals all day,
Yep.
I would be super happy.
Same. I take my shoes off as the second I get home.
Same. Yep.
Jason puts shoes on when he wakes up in the morning and doesn't take them off until he goes to bed at night.
Oh wow.
I know. Like, yeah, even on the weekends when he's not going anywhere, he gets up, puts the shoes on. I'm like, where are you going? It's
Yeah.
like, just to sit on my computer.
Gladiator. The short answer to your question is I'm not on one. This all sort of came about for a couple of reasons. One, you know, now that I've gotten settled here, you know, everything is really walkable for me, and I've been wanting to get back in shape for a long time. And there was a gym that's opening up, so it kind of just like all hit at the same time. And then I had a visit with my doctor, and my doctor was like, "Hey, you should like exercise like now." Like, go do that.
Go do that.
And she's like, go walk like 2 miles a day and eat like better. and you know, sometimes it's like silly little things like that where you're just like, okay,
maybe I should.
And you just do it.
Yep.
And so for me, I've been walking to work every day and home, which is about a quarter mile. It's not a super long walk. And then I try and walk at least 1.5 miles after work. I'm building up to longer walks, but it's
He's had some good walking buddies from the crew.
Yeah.
Mostly Jacob, right?
Mostly Jacob. Yeah. Phil forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So poor new guy Phil. But the trick is I'm not just walking. I'm walking fast.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
getting your heart rate up.
Yeah, that was the idea because I have like crappy circulation in my legs, so the exercise and the like having less sodium in my diet has helped, and like I have virtually no swelling.
Yeah.
So that's it with like basically been doing this for like 3 weeks now, and with that it's been almost completely reversed on all of those issues. So
that's good.
And that's good. And I haven't been eating like super duper crazy healthy, but I've been like being a lot more conscious of what I'm eating, and you know, I haven't had a good opportunity or time to like meal prep a whole bunch of food, which I did last night, just because it takes a long time. If I'm gonna make 10 to 12 meals worth of food, it takes like 2 hours to cook that much food. Yeah. It's a little bit easier when I'm doing like chicken, rice, and asparagus, because I can just like stuff it in the oven and then just like go do other stuff. Yeah. Which is probably what I'm gonna do tonight. I was gonna try and make like Chipotle chicken like rice bowls with like brown rice and like veggies and stuff like that, but I have to like marinate the chicken and then I got like it's tough, and I've been really busy since I got back from New York, so it's been difficult to find time to do that. No. So.
Hello, everyone. Yes.
Yeah. Mostly
I'm painting today.
My fitness plan is just eat healthy and walk. And soon when the gym opens, I'm gonna.
It'll get more regimented.
But yeah.
I like it.
It's amazing how much better you can feel within a couple of weeks of doing it.
Absolutely. Moving a little bit helps a lot. Yep. Dark Soul, thank you for that Prime sub. Appreciate that. T. Schmid, it is definitely a very nice, relaxing kind of yoga. I have said before, and I will remind all of you, that I think everyone, you just go to YouTube, type in Yoga Nidra, Nidra. You'll find a video on YouTube. All you do is lay there. You just listen to the instructor, relax where they're telling you to relax, and it's if you do that for like a 45-minute session, it's comparable to like a couple hours of a nap, because your body just resets and refreshes. It's amazing. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
Alright, I'm gonna do all the gold trim on these guys today, I think. Let me zoom in so we can get a nice
What's your go-to starting color for white?
For white?
Mm-hmm.
There's white on that?
The unicorn.
Oh. Well, do you want to do any other colors on the unicorn?
The mane and the tail are gonna be. It's not gonna be like it's gonna be like white with the rainbow tail and hair.
But you're gonna do the rainbow tail. Okay. I'd start with like a. I mean, you could start with Payne's Gray.
Oh, that's what I got in my hand.
Yeah, I would probably start with Payne's Gray because I think doing more of like a kind of a bluish white.
Yeah, that's what I'm
would
thinking
look
is
really
like a
nice.
cooler white. Yep.
And if you build up through that, I think it'll look really nice.
Yeah. Am I gonna make the cube all glowy and magical? Maybe. I don't know.
Why
I didn't
not?
know what it was. I was gonna wrap it like a present, or like
Wrap it like a
paint
present.
it like a present. Because I couldn't figure out what it was, but it is. It's just a cube. Is it part of the story that I just don't know because I don't pay attention?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I do not know.
I'm painting it because it's cute. In the Marvel movies, they called it the Tesseract. Okay.
Is it even supposed to be the Tesseract?
I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I mean, it could be.
Could be.
I just
The
don't.
Cosmic Cube. Okay. Sure.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
That sounds like a good enough name.
I mean, it definitely is like a stuffed unicorn. I feel like it's got, or maybe not. Maybe not. Simon Guy said it's a cosmic cube which got adapted into the Tesseract in the movies. Basically, a glowy blue cube of energy. Okay, it's blue. All right, I'll keep that in mind.
We're also in weird Deadpool land, so you can make it whatever.
I can make it whatever I want. Yeah,
Yep.
I know. Something glowy would be kind of fun, though.
Yeah.
I've done OSL once. I could try it again. Your cat is snoring.
Oh my gosh, snoring cats is the best. They're so cute. Oh my god.
Our dog snores. Our dog actually kind of purrs a little bit, which I think is something that pit bulls do. So when she gets really comfortable, she'll like lay down, get all nestled in, and immediately sound like she's snoring, but her eyes are open.
That's
Because
really
she's
funny.
just relaxed. It's a box of chimichangas.
Alright, that looks good. Cannot wait until we have more not oil wash in the house so that I can get myself a fresh bottle to make these guys all messy and dirty and gross. I'm very excited about that.
Game Delay said, I'm seeing there have been multiple cosmic cubes showing up different colors in comics. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to Google that as well.
Oh, oops. I put this guy's... Oh, did I put the shoulder on the wrong side for all the rest of these guys? Who cares? Whatever. They're definitely not getting swapped now.
Its power is an extreme level of reality warping. So in Deadpool's hands, it literally could be a box of chimichangas. Yeah, if I were, I mean, it's kind of small. Otherwise, it would be kind of funny to write like frozen chimmies on it or something.
I should have dry brushed these guys before I did the airbrushing on the shoulder pads. That would have been the way to do all these edge highlights. Whoops. Well, you'll learn more for future projects. Watch me learn new things live, chat. I feel like army painting is one of those things that you always find new ideas, new techniques all the time. New, more efficient ways to go through the process.
Oh, I would think you would have to.
Yeah. But it's cool, especially as somebody who's been painting for as long as I have, to like, and doing professional painting and that sort of thing. I like the fact that I keep on learning little things where I'm like, oh, cool, I could have done this better this way. Because I mean, I don't really get an opportunity to do a ton of army painting.
A ton of what?
Army painting.
Oh, yeah.
So it's nice to like be in a situation where it's just like, oh, cool, I didn't know that. That's great.
Chimichangas spilling out the back.
Thank you, Gladiator. I will keep it on up. I've been seeing success already, so it's that's the nice thing about exercising is, you know, once you get into the rhythm of it and you start to see the improvement, it's really easy to keep going with it because you get excited about it.
Yeah, it's very motivating.
Yeah. Like I went back to the doctor 2 weeks later, and she was like, "Holy crap, you lost 10 pounds."
Oh, good.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And that was after like not. I had gone to New York and ate like crap while I was in New York. So the fact that, you know, that exercise,
So it could have been even more maybe
plus,
if you hadn't. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I don't want to lose weight like too fast.
No, that's not healthy.
But, you know, being in a situation where it's, you know, it's trending in good ways, like that's awesome. And a lot of it will go quickly, and a lot of it's probably water weight and that sort of stuff, right? Especially if I'm retaining too much water because I've got a lot of sodium in my body, you know. That's an easy 10 to 15 pounds.
The hard part is not getting discouraged when it starts to level out.
Right. Well, and I think a lot of the thing that a lot of people don't think about is the fact that you're replacing a lot of the fat that you're burning with muscle, and muscle weighs more than fat does. So, you know, you can't get discouraged because you're doing well, you know, and it ends up, gotta remember that number is, the number on the scale is like one of the least important things.
Yeah, for sure.
How you feel is the most important one. And that you will definitely feel difference.
Become a soccer ref, yeah, right?
Yeah, seriously.
A lot of running.
We have a lot of people who are into like pickleball, and Jacob's been picking up tennis a little bit. And he's like, you should join us. And I'm like, I really want to do that. I'm not sure my body can take it.
You know what? I want to try pickleball. Let's try pickleball with them because
I'm down.
there's not much running.
Okay.
One of my friends from college was
down.
talking about pickleball. She's like,
Jen, if you want a pickleball,
I do. I want to try it.
All right.
But I asked her, I'm like, have you ever played pickleball? She's like, oh my God, I love it. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to try it, but I'm scared because I'm not a runner, and I'm not, like a coordinated athlete in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's basically ping pong. It's just bigger.
Yeah. What I will say is, don't look at competitive ping pong.
Well, no.
Because you get the wrong idea.
Yeah. No. I'm all set there. I'm not gonna.
Ugh.
Where would I even find that? The Ocho.
Yeah, 5 to 6 miles a night is insane. That's like crazy. I walk like a mile and a half, and my feet are already starting to die. Granted, I weigh a lot. Like, when I first started this, I weighed like 370, which is the heaviest I've ever been. Because, with all the moving and the, getting used to new environment, it's hard to get into a groove of like cooking your own food.
Sure.
So I've been eating out a ton and not exercising. So now you get up and trying to move when you weigh that much is tough. But you can do it. You just gotta listen to your body, and when your body's like, I hate you, you need to chill for a minute. You gotta listen to it.
Well, that's and that's so funny because that's what I tell people when at the beginning of yoga. If I'm teaching yoga, I tell people, we all hear that you have to listen to your body, you have to listen, but you have to also believe what your body is telling you. Yes. And because there's so many people who are like, well, I used to be able to do this. Why can't I do it now? I'm gonna do it. I know I can do this.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you haven't done it for a month or a year or 10 years, and you don't. Your body is like, hey, wait a minute. You got to remind me first. Remind me how to get back there.
We're not quite there yet.
Because there are some people who can be very stubborn about stuff like that. Like, I know I can do this, and then they'll push themselves, and then they'll injure themselves.
I believe that you can do this.
And make it worse.
But maybe not today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's work up to that.
Exactly. And there's way too many people who just don't do that.
Yeah. Luckily, I've had the benefit of being friends with somebody who has been very active in fitness for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot of good things. So. Just using a little bit of bronze here to start all the trim on these guys. I added a little bit of rich gold to it, but honestly I think I probably could have just gone with regular bronze. And then highlight up with rich gold for areas where I want them pink highlights later. Jen is painting.
Yes.
Gabe.
You didn't know that I didn't tell you that, Gabe? Sorry. You know what? It's so funny. This morning, when I was getting ready, Jason and I were getting ready to leave the house. I asked him if he wanted Starbucks. I'm like, I gotta go to Starbucks because I'm out of coffee. So do you want me to get you anything? And he said, yeah, sure. So the Starbucks that is on my way to work is a hot mess most days.
That's the one on Osborne, right?
7th Avenue in Osborne. Yeah, so it's by the Sprouts.
Oh, ours.
By the Sprouts, not the one over here.
Oh, 7th Avenue.
Yeah, across from Safeway.
God, why are they both on a 7th Street?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And it's a hot mess because there's a high school that's like a block away.
Oh,
so every
gosh.
morning
All
there's
the
just
kids.
it's packed with kids, and and I always do order ahead because the drive-through is a nightmare, and I order ahead knowing that it's not going to be ready when I get there because it takes longer than their estimate. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna order it ahead of time, give myself plenty of time because I know I'm gonna have to wait when I get there. So I ordered it, played with the dog for a little bit. I'm like, okay, I gotta go. So I left, go to Starbucks. The traffic outside of the Starbucks was an absolute nightmare, but I pulled into the parking lot and the parking lot was almost empty. I'm like, what is happening?
What the heck?
What is happening today? And I walked in, both drinks were ready. Like, this never happens. But I was like, this is a sign that it is going to be a good day today.
Wait, was this yesterday?
No, this is today.
Oh, it's today. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey, it's payback for all that crazy traffic last night.
Oh my gosh, I still don't know what happened. I was looking all over the internet to find out as to see if there was something news related that I could see.
It was weird, but they blocked off a bunch of Indian
It was
schools.
still, so Jason didn't leave here until like 7, and it
Oh,
was
wow.
still blocked off when
Oh
he
my
left.
gosh.
So yeah, that's like 4 hours. Like, well, yeah, because it was
That's
definitely
actually
happening
insane.
before we left at 4 yesterday.
Crazy.
Oh
Cool.
wait, yesterday we left at 5, didn't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
yesterday was a long day. Okay, yeah, never mind. Huge accident on your way home toward the 51. This was like 7th Street and Indian School, Gabe. Yeah, on Indian School. So on your way home, which was 4, that's crazy. It was a long time. But I couldn't find anything on the news. Yeah, the traffic. So when I was leaving yesterday at 5:30, I couldn't go anywhere. The street in front of our building, normally I just go straight across it, or I turn left, and I couldn't do either of those because there were so many cars backed up.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I couldn't even get out. So if I were to turn right, going out of the parking lot, I would then need to immediately turn left at that light, and I couldn't even get into the left turn lane because the cars were lined up past our building. It
Oh
was
my
just a
gosh.
nightmare.
Did you turn onto Fairview
Yeah, so I turned right out of the building and turned right on Fairmount
or Fairmount?
and sat there in traffic because they were routing people back up that way,
Yeah.
and sat there and then went out 7th, and that's when I passed you guys.
Yeah. She honked at us
Honked
while we
at
were
him.
walking.
Jacob and Jordan were on their walk. Game Delay said, I want to understand the spelling on these names. Jen, Jason, Jordan, Jacob, Jagabe, and Jafil. Just Jabe
Jabe and Jill.
and Jill. Jillip. He
Jillip.
prefers Jillip.
That's true, Jill.
Yeah. NGP.
Good old new guy Philip. He's the new guy.
Always
And
be
his name's Philip.
new guy Philip. The bad part about being in Jason's spot is that I'm probably going to be putting paint in the wrong spot when I return it.
It's alright.
These are very dirty.
He even suggested that you paint, so
No, I know.
he's
He's gonna have to deal with it.
gonna have to deal. I hope his lunch goes well.
I feel like nobody has asked where Jason is today.
Nobody
They just
can,
don't
they
care.
just don't care. Yeah. They're like, this guy's been abandoning us
Yeah.
an awful lot.
We're
we're
over
just
it.
gonna
We're
just
done
gonna,
with him.
We're done, yeah. Luckily, at least I'm here and you're here
No.
to entertain the Twitch chat junkies of the world. Oh my goodness, I've been so happy to start reading books again or listening to books on Audible again. Oh, it's been so nice.
It is, yes.
Holy cow!
Here
Yeah.
at Stony, we already know launch meetings. Yeah.
Yeah, all of these lunch meetings are him just going back and home and playing with the
Yeah,
dog.
exactly. Like, all right, Cora, don't tell mom.
Yeah, don't tell
Everyone
mom,
thinks I'm at
Cora.
a meeting.
I would
Jason
laugh
cares
so
about
hard.
fixing his business more than he cares about us.
Well, I don't know if
Not
anything
fixing.
necessarily needs fixing.
Yeah, it's not fixing. It's
Growing.
growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically told us that he hired Jay just so he could abandon us more. So.
Yes, that is true. That's an accurate statement. I will not say that that's incorrect.
Not bothered by this. It's fine if Jason likes eating and a house more than he wants to talk to me. He needs afternoon pets. He needs his afternoon belly rubs. That's just what it is. We all need something to function. I am seriously considering getting another dog though.
I know you guys even talked about it the other night. Oh my goodness. So amazing.
She is. I don't know. So we moved into our new house back in June.
Yeah.
And she is just taking to it. Like, she loves it. And we think that, there was probably still some feeling that she would get a vibe of our old dog at the old house. Like, never this was another dog's space. She never was uncomfortable. She never there were times when she acted out. Like, we could not have throw pillows on our couch because every time we would put a pillow on there and leave, she would chew it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we okay, no throw pillows. We would put them out for special occasions. And like, there would be times when we'd come home and she would have eat on the floor. And oh, what happened to the screen? That was weird.
What do you mean?
This screen went black and it just came back. Yours didn't. This one did. That's weird.
We'll stop breaking everything.
Maybe I leaned on something. Anyway, we feel like now she's in a brand new place. It's hers. We're all new there, and so she's been just really good. But she's also been very clingy, very clingy. So, yeah.
Time to get her to cling to a new dog.
She needs a pal. We did move, JP Gray, yes. We moved. No more house with, no more plumbing issues. We're done with that. Puppy talk, yep. Ooh, 19 weeks. Yeah, no, our dog is fully grown. We don't have time for puppies. But the pillows, we've had throw pillows out on the couch for 2 months, and she doesn't even touch them. She likes them. She understands what they're for now, and I'll come home and she'll be resting her head on one.
Oh.
So, yeah. I have 2 dogs so that they can entertain each other. Exactly. I had one dog, lots got chewed. With 2 dogs, that all stopped. Dogs need buddies. They do. And she's very affectionate. A whole week of memories in that house. Yeah, they'll stay memories for you. You'll never lose those memories.
I can't wait to eventually meet Cora.
You will meet Cora. I think the only one here who knows her, well, Carter, obviously, and Ruben.
Have met Cora?
Yeah. Because Cora, when we first got her, she used to come to work with us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That ended quickly. She
was rambunctious.
did not like loud noises.
Oh, yeah, well, turns out office,
Yeah,
manufacturing, loud noises, all go together. Although she'd probably be okay if she's would be stuck over in Jason's office.
Yeah, now it's not loud at all. Your neighbors suck. That's a bummer. For whatever reason, the school bus delivers the kid to the door and they constantly aren't there to meet them. The bus sits there Laying on its horn. Oh my gosh. Is it like a small child that has to be retrieved? Like they can't just let the kid out? The parent has to be there to get him?
Well, on the bright side, chances are it won't happen for more than 9 years. So. Oh my goodness. My daughter wanted to heat up a cinnamon roll for a snack. She's 4. Told her 20 seconds. 2.5 minutes later, she's like, "Dad, there's a problem." Run into the kitchen, smoke pouring out of the microwave.
Oh,
Shit,
no.
5 minutes. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that was today? Oh my goodness. Well, at least your daughter will learn how to use the microwave correctly from now on. Hopefully. I gotta put this garbage off before my brain explodes.
The house smells awful, so burnt cinnamon roll, not so great.
God,
not great
rolls.
as like properly cooked cinnamon roll, which smells amazing.
Ugh, cinnamon rolls sound so good. I love cinnamon rolls.
Me too.
I think I will make some for Christmas this year.
Do you do like homemade ones?
Yeah. From scratch. Oh my gosh. Cream cheese frosting.
That was a big thing.
Nine.
When I was teaching, every year I had kids who would make homemade cinnamon rolls and bring them to me.
I also
good.
I also make really good buttermilk pancakes.
Ooh.
So if y'all want to do like a pancake breakfast one of these like Fridays or something, I can come in an hour or two late and just make a bunch of pancakes.
I have a big griddle. We could make them here.
Oh, we could also
we could just
I
have
just
them
make
here
the batter.
And then they'd be hot and ready for when people.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh.
That sounds like fun. Let's do that. I want to do that so bad.
Okay. Well, Rottweiler, that's what you get for watching a stream during work.
Just shared audio with my work Zoom meeting. Man, I wish you were here doing that yesterday or the day before where we were talking about my preferences when it comes to chicken tenders. Because that would have been amazing. Oh, they don't care. I bet they thought it was funny. I would have laughed for sure.
Yeah, that sounds pretty annoying. What? I mean, I know that like some schools, if there are issues on the bus, the kid just doesn't get to ride the bus. It's missing an arm?
I have kids. Still not sure how that happened.
Well, you see, game delay. When a man and a woman love each other very much,
They put a bun in the oven.
It must have been
and
something I did.
Turns into a child.
I'll say.
Ugh. Wait. Got 7 of these things done. Not too bad.
7 out of how many?
20.
Oh.
Technically 7 out of 17. Technically.
Well, which is it?
7 out of 20.
This bear lost an arm. Where does this go? Here we go.
Seven out of legions. That is correct. There are many more models to be painted for this army, that's for sure. But these definitely make up a large chunk. We'll basically have 40 dudes painted, which is a lot. They won't be like super spectacular or anything, but it won't be too bad, I don't think.
All right, I think I figured this out. I think her bear, because I was like, I think the bear is missing an arm and a leg, but they're right over here.
Oh, they got torn off or cut off?
Right. The owl strikes again. That's right. Percival got the bear. You guys have about a week left on the Discord challenge for this month.
Oh, yeah. I haven't even looked at any of it.
I have not either. I like to wait until the end.
Yeah, we're going to be going over those probably...
I think we talked about
on the 1st, I think?
Well, the 1st is a Wednesday. We talked about doing it on Halloween since it's the theme, but that means that everybody has one less day, technically.
It would be great to do that.
Yeah.
It also just occurred to me I kind of have to dress up on Halloween.
You do?
I mean, I'm on stream.
Just because? Oh, okay.
I mean...
What are you going to be? Do you know?
Nah, probably nothing.
Did he just say he has to dress up and then he just said probably nothing? Am I hearing this right?
The answer is I don't know. I don't usually.
I haven't dressed up in a long time, but I have a great idea for a costume if Jason will participate with me.
Okay, what colors would you use for zombies? We're talking about like zombie flesh.
Gray.
I personally like starting with like a dark blue, like the color that Jen is using right now.
I am using dark blue.
And then you build up with some like dark plum. And then you build it up with a little bit of like, I don't know, dark yellow green. And then you build your olives over that. So you have a little bit of blue, you have a little bit of purple, and then it moves into the green, and then it moves into the olive flesh. You get that really pale color, but it still looks kind of bruised and gross. That's my personal preference.
Yeah, game delay, that's our only thing, is that we don't want anyone to miss out. Big plans for the back half of this month to do a challenge piece. The stupid ick caught you. That's a bummer.
You should.
Hope you feel better.
Oofda. Alright. We're getting there. It's crazy how fast the water dries out of my palette sometimes. This sounds like another reason to not get a job or leave the house. I don't want to get the sick. Well, the thing is, the more you go out of the house, the less you are, the less likely you are to get the ick. So, it's the benefit is you get to run around and do a whole bunch of weird, crazy things.
I was during COVID. I was like getting like twitchy. I gotta go lick some doorknobs or something to make sure that I don't. You know, you lock yourself in the house for 2 years and you come out and everybody's gonna get sick.
Yep, it's true. Yeah. I mean, it definitely took me a while before I kind of got to the point where I wasn't getting frequently sick again.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger unless it makes you weaker and possibly disabled. I mean,
it's not wrong, technically.
Okay, you talked me into it. I'll take your job. You come be retired. I mean, I'll take retirement. That doesn't sound too bad to me.
I'll take retirement. I like my
Can
job.
I have this in writing, JP Gray?
Retirement sounds super boring to me.
You know, it does kind of.
Especially if I didn't do a good enough job of like having money set aside for it.
Well, obviously, yeah, right? You got to be prepared for retirement. But as the years go by, it sounds less and less boring to me.
Yeah, that's true. I can believe that.
It's super boring. There are a few dogs. Lots of nice. Lady makes your lunch. Are you calling Liz a nice lady? I mean, she is.
I was about to say, is
she
Liz
definitely
not
is
a nice
but
lady?
I mean, is that how you're referring to her now? She's the nice lady that makes your lunch. Oh.
Yes, it is Megalodon Jaws.
Yes.
What's up? We got Jen here painting up.
I haven't gone too far yet, but I am here. I'm
Deadpool.
Very excited. Oops. Very excited.
And Lady Deadpool. And I'm working on a project that I need to get at least sort of more done than it is by Saturday.
By Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh. What are you doing Saturday?
Kyle's event is on Saturday.
Oh. Is it here?
No.
Okay.
No,
I'm like, I don't know.
it's at Old World.
Okay. Anybody else participating?
Nope.
Just you?
Yep. Well, I mean, there's people from the
Well,
community.
yeah, but I meant from
not
here.
from here.
Okay.
No, not from here.
Anyone I care about is what I meant.
Huh?
Anyone I care about is what I really meant.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't care about the other people.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. So yeah, I have the rest of my 50 some odd bottles that I've put together.
Wait, you have 50 more that you have to paint?
No.
By Saturday?
No.
Oh.
I mean, technically, I don't have to have any of these painted by Saturday.
Yeah.
I'd just like to.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna have stuff that's like not painted, that's one thing. If I have stuff that's like started to be painted, I'd rather have it finished, or at least to a point where like it's reasonably okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Omicron Samurai. Being retired at 35 is not that fun. I think I got another good 5 years left. 5 years left to enjoy retirement, and then you're gonna go back to work.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people, it depends on your situation. Because like for me, sounds super boring to be retired. But I also like really like my job, and
Yeah.
the idea of like not hanging out with all the people that I work with every day sounds really sad.
Yeah.
So, but I realize that this is a very unique situation, and not everybody has the benefit of.
That is true. We do know that we have a pretty good thing going here. Tripolowski, thank you for the follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I'm 30, so like.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference here. Is that it right now it, you know, there are days when I'm like, how many more days until I can retire? You'd quit the post office yesterday if you could. Yeah, Megalodon, I love my job too, but can't wait till I can paint and play all day, every day.
That's fair.
Travel Cedric, a buddy got into the computer industry early in the 90s, retired at 35, multi-millionaire. He now tutors kids and races his Porsche to keep busy. Yeah, I mean, to be able to like indulge in just your like your hobbies and like do volunteer work and things like that, I think sounds fantastic.
If you're rich enough by the time you retire, that you don't have to like,
exactly, you don't have to think about money. If money is not,
then it's great because then you just go travel, explore, you know, get hobbies, you know, learn how to cook, you know, do whatever you want. That sounds amazing, right? If I were in that situation and I were retired, I'd just like travel around the world and go learn from amazing artists all the time, and then, you know, have a great time traveling around to different countries and doing all that, right? That would be super fun for me. But I also really love being here. Yeah. So I don't want to necessarily have that be a thing.
I'm still down to buy an RV and just drive around, park for a couple weeks at a time.
Yep.
Hang out. Yeah. If retirement paid as much as my job, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Of course. Once again, how did I get these children? They cost so much.
Yeah, I can't imagine like having a child and also like
surviving and being able to
like that
buy things.
That terrifies me. But I think it probably wouldn't be as crazy as I think about it, because I wouldn't have time for a lot of the extracurricular activities that I do now.
So the
money that I spend on all of that would largely be spent
on your extracurricular activities?
On my extracurricular.
Oh, I thought you meant you wouldn't have time to go to the kids' extracurricular
activities. No.
You'd have,
well, I would be spending time going to my kids' extracurricular activities.
So you wouldn't be spending...
And I would be spending my money on
well, yeah,
that
you'd be
stuff
spending your money on their Yeah, they're soccer uniforms and things like
right,
that.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Sell the kids for medical research. Take the money and retire. There you go. Solution. Right. See? Here we are. Coming together as a community to solve problems. One more in the house to go, then your savings will grow again, Megalodon. Yeah. My two best friends, my best friend from high school, my best friend from college, are both empty nesters within the past like year or so. And they are living their best lives. Like, it is amazing.
I bet they're so stoked.
My friend from college, she is like, it's like when we were in college. Like, we can go out and do things. We can go out to eat. We can go out for happy hour. We can do whatever we want. We don't have to worry about any kids. And their kids are super cool. So, like, their kids like hanging out with them.
Yeah.
So, you know, like they've been traveling a ton. They just went this weekend. They went to Seattle because the ASU played University of Washington.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals were in Seattle for a game too. So they had like this whole
that's amazing
whirlwind. They were like 30 hours. They left and they were home 30 hours later and did all kinds. I mean, like, this is just like I'm
stuff
so
you get to
happy
do
for
when
them.
you're
Yeah, I
retired.
look at them. I'm like, oh my gosh. Whereas I never had that kid period. So for me, you know, it's just like,
the
I
status
just
quo
day
is
to day
different.
live my life kind of thing.
It loses some of its luster when you've had the opportunity to do it for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvest their organs and live longer. That's a good point too. I started having kids young enough. We didn't know how to be scared. Now you're just used to it. Yeah.
It's really funny because I was talking to my dad. We were kind of planning our holiday plans, and he was like, "Why don't you come and visit more?" And I was like, "What do you mean? It's like I've been there like last year, and you know it's tough to like hop on a plane and get down there during this weekend." He's like, "Wait a second. So you're like a 2.5, 3 hour flight away, and my dad works for an airline, and I have his benefits, so I can fly for like super cheap." Yeah. He's like, "And it's not actually going to cost you that much to get here. What's the problem again?" Yeah. He's like, "You don't have to pay for a hotel. Yeah. You just got to stay with us. Yeah. Like, what exactly is the problem?" And I was like, huh. You make some good points. You make a really valid argument here. Maybe we can't plan this more often, because I enjoy spending time with my dad. Yeah. A lot. So.
How much do kids cost? Is it different for people that don't keep kids? Well, it's obviously very different for people that don't keep kids in the house, because for me, I have zero cost for children. Whoa.
Megalodon Jaws, hold on. It's not that I don't visit my dad. I do. Not only did I visit him last year, I visited him while I was in Indianapolis for Gen Con.
Yes, that is true.
And I'm going to go again for the holidays this year. Yeah. So it's not that I don't, but my dad was like, "Hey, I have this thing that you have benefits for. You should probably use it."
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure you should.
And I was like, "Oh, right, I forgot that I have that. Yeah. I should probably do this more often."
That's awesome. Spatsnut said, "My daughter moved out and bought a house. Now I have 2 houses to maintain." That's true. That's what you do as a dad.
Oh my god. Megalodon Jaws, no. Here's my halo for me being dead.
Ghost Hunter, no, you're asking the wrong people. It's when I'm gone that you ask that question.
Go back.
If I'm here, there are no giveaways. I'm very stingy.
One of these days.
Because remember, this bringing it back, I would like to retire. Not going to retire from giving away go backs.
Oh my gosh.
You're trying reverse psychology. Doesn't work. I'm on to you.
I'm getting beat up by chat today.
Again, that's a sign of love. I had that conversation with Carter a while ago. Because I don't know, do I risk saying it? I don't know if I should say it on stream, because that might start something.
Uh-oh.
But Jason had a realization about Carter's name today and started passing that revelation around the office and encouraging people to partake in it.
Oh, I have
and
not.
Carter's like, And I said, but this is a sign of love. Like
Yes, it's
we make
true.
fun of you if we love you.
That's true. And I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I hate on Paul a
Carter
lot.
sauce. Oh my gosh, yes.
Carter sauce? Oh my gosh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, it said, in fact, when Jen's here, someone has to return their go bag. Yes.
Yeah.
If we don't end stream one go bag up, then it's a failure.
Jen's taking back all the go bags one at a time. Oh man. What a wild.
Yeah, they have to return it for no refund.
What a wild day.
Fun day. You never know what's gonna happen when Jason's not here.
No, you really don't. It's a
You
wild
also
ride.
never know what's gonna happen when Jason is here. So
Also a wild ride.
I don't know what else to do.
You don't know what else to do?
Oh, no, I'm just next.
Oh.
I'm gonna go next.
What's wrong with Mexican food?
Yeah, that's a frowny face, and that doesn't seem like the right response.
Yeah,
to...
front face does not belong in that sentence.
Does not belong with Mexican food. Oh, but I feel like, you know what? I feel like I remember that one from when they were here. That is it that you don't like spicy, JP? Oh, you just want steak and rice. Well, you know what? You said that the lady has to make you the food, so I feel like the lady is making you the food. She gets to pick what it's gonna be.
That sounds fair. I concur with that. Love spice, hate texture. Wait.
Yeah, because it's mushy. Like when you put everything on the plate and douse it in cheese and sauce and stuff.
Oh. I guess. Oh, I got half of them done. Only 9.5 more to go.
There you go. Travel Cedric. Solving problems. I do not. I use the glass palette just like Jason does.
I am the heathen.
Because Jason
the...
taught me how to paint, so I do everything the same way he does. Pretty much. That's not true at all. He's much more technically savvy than I am. When it comes to painting, I just kind of put the paint on the model. But I use the same concepts. So I paint from dark to light. I don't use a wet palette. I use a synthetic brush.
Oh, goodness gracious.
JP, also picky. I think 8-year-old. I love chicken fingers, Cheetos, pot roast. So what do you put on your chicken fingers? Were you here for this conversation, JP? If beans were less mushy, they would be vastly improved. I like a good bean. Texture spice was the worst spice girl, for sure. Oh, Megalodon, yeah, you need to get rid of those. We sell our bottles.
Yeah, we do.
Just empty bottles.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to, obviously you don't want to throw your paint away. You want to just repackage them.
Well, I mean, Megalodon Jaws is shortly going to have some new black wash that he can use instead
Well,
of
there you go.
gnome oil. Speaking of, I need to talk to you about that.
Much better solution, in my opinion.
Oh, forgot about that. Well, don't forget about that. Did you get me the list of the stuff that the other folks need? I got packages I need to put together. You sent it? Okay,
You'd
cool.
rather throw away Citadel paints than take the time to transfer them. Well. Michael Don said he just responded to the original email you sent.
Okay, cool. I will have a gander at it after stream. Just one other guy. Okay. All caught up with that now in Shatterpoint. Nice. I just went through and put sleeves on all my Shatterpoint cards today. Had them lying around in my office for ages and doing a little bit of redecorating ish. And was like, oh, I should do this.
T. Schmid, you can do it.
Yes. I don't know what it is, but yes, you can do it.
It's just that his backlog is overwhelming.
Oh, yeah. Just, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Just pick a thing and go. And don't set the expectations too high. You just want to get some stuff done. Just get some stuff done. Don't worry about it being like your best work. That's kind of where I'm at with this army. Is it started out as something that I was like, I really want this to look really, really nice. And then I like really, really got a sense of how many models that I needed. And I was like, oh no, we're not doing that.
Wait a minute.
we're gonna do that on something else.
Let's reevaluate this a bit.
What I do want to do though is I do want to build over a long period of time. This is not a short-term project, but I want to pick up some Black Templar stuff, and I want to paint up a really nice Black Templar army, one model at a time, and I want to convert everything for it. And if I don't finish the army, whatever. I'll still have a bunch of really cool models that I like. Because I really like the aesthetics of Black Templars, and I think they're really neat.
Hey, somebody likes
and those us. I would paint like, those would all be like really, really, really high quality.
Don Quixote, thank you for the follow.
Be like the Soul Drinkers idea that I had with this guy. I'm gonna grab him.
Scott, I just sold a bunch of stuff that was in my backlog. If I haven't painted it after 3 years, it's time to go.
Be like this
guy.
Like
a good plan.
I would just paint up a whole army of dudes that look like this, but would just be customized. So, because I think that would be really nice to have. Baby J, you should paint robots. What kind of robots?
He doesn't care.
Oh.
He just wants robots.
Is he a robot guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have always wanted to do a Gundam project.
He was talking about that, yeah, actually.
Yeah. I have wanted to do a Gundam diorama for a very long time.
It would be your robot.
And that is a robot. Technically, sort of. Hey, nothing wrong with Gundam, okay?
We robots.
Gundam is sweet. It's very cool. Like Dragon Ball Z. You can't be upset with somebody for liking Dragon Ball Z. It's just like the way life works sometimes. I mean, you can. You're wrong, but you can be upset. JP, I like you more and more. Using my own phrase against me.
He said, don't get too attached or I'll come sleep on your floor. And I can confirm that this is a thing that he will do. So.
Got too much weeb stuff. Not sure you would enjoy it.
Omicron said, don't you play with like 3,000 points for Horus Heresy?
Yeah. This weekend, though, is only 2,000.
He said, oh, I'm a weeb. Lived in Japan for 5 years. I just call robots how I see them.
Oh, okay. Alright. I unironically would love to live in Japan. Not because of the weeb stuff, but because I genuinely love the culture and the
I have a friend
history and all that.
who
Very cool.
is currently living in Japan. So Tempe, Arizona,
Yeah.
is a sister city to, I can't remember where she is, but a city in Japan.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
so through the Sister Cities program, and my friend she was a teacher since college, she's my age. She is doing a teacher exchange. So she's there for 2 years teaching high school in Japan. And she
cool.
loves it. And this is like, she's also an empty nester. Her daughter
was she a teacher before?
Yeah, she was a teacher. Yeah. She taught like preschool or something.
That's cool.
So she so she's been there, and this is like, she's traveled a little bit before, but this is like a huge thing for her that we were all like, oh my god, that's amazing that you're doing that. But we were really surprised because she's very attached to her family. So for her to move away like that was a really big deal, and she just absolutely loves it there.
Yeah. I'd love to travel and visit a lot of places over on the East Asia area. A lot of cool places to go visit. Lots of very, very beautiful scenery.
Nerds.
Said he resent the email. He didn't think it didn't send from his phone, so that's probably why he didn't see it.
Nerds.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I looked this morning and I didn't have anything from you this morning.
Bunch of nerds.
We've been invaded.
Just one other guy, your miniatures and OP brand manager. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I'll take a look at it once I'm back to my desk.
Bunch of nerds.
Hey, look, we got the guy back. How was your lunch?
I'm just going to do heavy breathing in the microphone.
What?
Oh, look, Dad
couldn't hear
came
him.
back from buying
Oh,
milk.
you're breathing? Heavy breathing?
It was beer and cigarettes, dude.
Cigarettes.
Beer and cigarettes. And how far is the corner store?
Pretty far.
This is why I don't believe in math,
Pretty far.
because they tell me that if the average walking speed of a man is 2.5 miles an hour, I know they're lying. Because my dad was only going down to the corner store, and it's taking him over 30 years to get back. Old guy breathing heavy is your favorite kind of ASMR? What did this stream just become?
I feel like you did it.
Hi, everybody. Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, you've interrupted quite nicely.
Dad lunch, beer and cigars.
Welcome
How
back.
about Jen has the
Oh God.
the number pad on the keyboard over here with the paper wrapped
Does
around
it
it,
really?
and it says nope.
Nope.
After yesterday, I'm like, I'm not making that mistake again.
That's so good.
I should have done it a long time ago because that was not the first. Well, it was the first time I done it during stream, I think. But
Yeah.
There, I got
fortified.
rainbow swirly colors behind me.
Did you put them on?
swirly
Yeah, you have
colors.
them on. It's very distracting to leave them running. I'll just let you know.
What's that? It's very distracting. What?
To leave it running. If you push it again, it'll freeze it so that it's just there still.
Oh,
But like when I had it cycling
push
through
what
like
again?
that, I couldn't stop looking at it. I would just sit there and watch the screen and like, this is not a good thing. I need to.
I don't know what I'm doing.
So you see the power button?
Mm-hmm.
The one next to it will make it stop. It'll just freeze it on one color.
Oh, it just looks off. There. I'll just make it a solid color.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm
Jake
painting-
Barron says, when using the glaze and wash medium, what is a good ratio for making a glaze and what for making a wash? Making a glaze, you can probably start at somewhere around like 5-to-1 glaze medium to paint, depending on, and then just adjust for opacity. The more glaze medium you add, the less opaque the color will be. And then whenever you want to turn when you're happy with the color and its opacity, then you can just start adding water to turn it into a wash. Realize that the water will lower the opacity too, so you'll want to start a little bit before it gets so clear that by turning it into a wash, you lose the color. Next go bag color confirmed. Is that how we're choosing go bag colors? We just talked about that today. We're not going to do bag colors for a while. We have the ability to, again, which is new. Game Delay says, do you know where rainbows go to jail? What? Do you know where rainbows go to jail? Is this a joke that's already been told?
The answer is at the bottom.
Where?
The bottom of chat.
Was it pot
From
of
JP
gold?
Gray. JP Gray said, do you know where
Oh,
rainbows
Prism.
go to jail? Yeah.
I'm reading it and I'm like, I don't get it.
Oh, Prism.
Oh, Prism. I have to say it out loud. Prism.
Yeah.
That's horrible, JP.
It's JP.
That's horrible. That's not even Jad joke status. That's horrible. Jen's painting.
I am.
Yep.
I just
Got it.
sprained my eyes as they rolled.
Prism.
Prism.
Megalodon Jaws' question above. Oh, it says, also, I have a meeting with our marketing and licensing team and let them know you're painting our stuff on stream. If they want to reach out, who should I direct them to? That would be me.
Mm-hmm. That guy.
especially if they're mad at us. Or actually, if they're mad at us, they go to Jordan. Like if we've said things we're not supposed to say about Cool Mini or not, then have them contact Jordan. If on the other hand they're happy with us and would like to work more with us, they should contact me. I handle all the good things, and we send all the bad things to Jordan and Jen.
That's really true. It's true.
I don't do well in negative situations. I tend to need bail money.
That's yep.
JP Gray's milking this when he says they go there to refract on what they did.
Oh my gosh.
Are you reading this out of a book? You need to burn said book or return it to Half Price Books or wherever you got it. It's a bad joke. Or Pigment says it's good to be the king. Usually it's not, actually. Jen and I have to handle all the negative stuff. Jordan gets to usually do the fun stuff.
No, I do a lot of the
Jordan
negative stuff.
gets a lot of the.
I get a lot of the negative stuff now too. Yeah. I've been noticing it over the last month. Jen's been throwing more of it at me.
It's like, hey, it's really nice to have.
I have not changed the
good
way
thing
I
is
sign.
that
We
none of
just
our
have
stuff
gotten
is
more.
really negative.
No, it's not.
Our
It's
version
more
of negative
people
is
who
our
are-
version of negative is when people contact us and they don't know what to do.
That's the thing,
Yes.
and that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying is that it's more of this is actually what we want. We want people to contact us when they have questions rather than going to Facebook and just saying, why is this happening? Well, you know what? You can contact us and we'll help you with it.
Yeah, we've talked about it a lot. It's very weird because
Yeah.
the world isn't really built that way anymore. Everybody's, I blame Amazon because that's the low-hanging fruit, but everybody's just expectant that there's never any customer service for you anywhere.
Yeah.
You simply yell and scream until you get a fix.
Yep.
And we're like, no, we're really here. We answer the phone still. Well, we don't answer the phone as well as we should because our phone system's garbage. we're supposedly in the midst of getting a new phone system.
Bill's is pretty much the only one that rings now. And he does a great job of answering it.
Yards Tony says, contact Jen and Jason when we have questions. Yes. The people that answer you may act like they are us. They may not actually be us. We need to throw that in there. I forward Jordan a lot of emails
So do I.
and say, just talk like I would.
Well, I feel like I'm okay at mimicking the.
You're doing a great job.
Doing my best.
I'm not reading that, JP Gray. It's 2023. Who the hell uses a phone anymore? You do. You just don't call people with it.
Game Delay asked
Da-dum.
if the silent treatment works on JP. I mean, I recommend trying it for sure.
Paint Liquor, definitely crank call Phil. Do it right now.
I would. Yeah, do it.
Somebody out there should call the office and tell whoever picks up the phone
Ask if the refrigerator.
that, hey, Jason told us to call you and that he needs you in the studio.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God,
that
somebody
would
do
be
that, please.
amazing.
Someone
Please
do it.
somebody do it.
Do that.
602-612-3863.
Who's got the cojones to make
Somebody
a
do
phone
it right
call
now.
in the age of no phone calls?
Mhm.
Call and say exactly that. Say, hey, Jason told us to tell you he needs you in the studio. And then we'll see who we get.
I can't wait to get a really confused Phil to come
It'll either
in
be
here.
Phil or Maddie. Maddie
probably
one.
gonna be
No, you
Phil.
can't text that number. I mean, you probably can, but it's not going to do anything.
Gabe's like, oh goodness.
602-612-3863. Our phone's going to ring 500 times. Phil's
Oh
gonna be
my God.
what is happening?
I hope 5 people call at the same time.
It's a good thing we don't have a switchboard. Because the switchboard is now lit up.
Mr. Gumby, there we go. All right, I cannot wait for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, Game Delay and JP Gray are in timeout now.
Oh.
Daddy's putting baby in the corner.
Oh, no.
You two need to get a
Game
room.
Delay was resisting.
You two need to get a room where
He
bad
caved.
jokes
He
go.
gave in.
Game Delay that's fair. That's fair.
How was your lunch? Was it delightful?
You promise not to put that number on every bathroom wall you go into in the next few months? Please do.
I mean, you can. It's our business. It's not like our personal phone number.
Yeah, it's not like we care. We care. It's like, hey, I heard for
Phil
a good
would be
time I'm
upset,
supposed to call you. It's like, yes, we sell miniature paint.
We have things that will be a good time for you.
It would not actually be lying
Yeah.
to say that for a good time, call that number. You would have the best time. We need to reinvent the 900 number. 1-900 sexy minis
There is
Call me.
a
for a good time call.
this is a thing where like there's numbers that you can call and you'll hear like it's a school project, and so they have all the kindergartners record these messages like have a great day today and you're doing awesome, and you can call that number just anytime you
As
need
a
a
pick me up?
Yeah.
I'm working. What do you want?
Hi, Phil.
What do you need?
It worked.
What do you
It
want?
worked.
Phil's here.
Who
do
did
you
it?
want?
Who did it? It worked.
Who did it?
What do you want?
Who did it? Yards Tony says you're welcome.
Tony.
We had him crank call you.
You said Jason needs in the studio. So
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
didn't ask who it was.
Yeah, exactly. Phil was
So
like, okay.
good.
Phil says he was like, okay, and he's here in the studio now. That worked. That was
Phil
great.
wins.
Hi.
There's Phil.
Am I in? Yeah.
Yeah, am I in? Yes.
Don't be like that.
Thank you, Phil.
We figured
You're
it would
my
be
hero.
you, Phil.
Oh, don't.
That's
He's
it.
throwing water bottles.
Actually, I hope they just keep calling me because I'll just keep coming back.
Phil doesn't want to work, so just keep
I'm never
calling him.
saying no.
That's what he said.
Give him like 3 minutes to
Yards
get back
Tony
and
says-
sit down,
Yaris
and then
Tony
call
says Phil was very
again.
polite on the phone, so that's good. He says, hi, Phil. So polite on the phone as well.
Give that man a raise. Oh. Ooh.
By the way, I would like to have everybody understand that we hate having a good time at Monument Hobbies. So
Absolutely hate it.
Chair guy Gillip.
Philip.
That was chair guy Gillip.
a Monument Hobbies 1-900 number is the kind you would call. Cheat on your wife? Who has time? I have too many minis to paint. That would be like so what color pants is Jake from State Farm wearing?
Yeah.
You're a little off screen,
Khakis?
Jen.
Dark magenta.
We're wearing dark magenta
It's dark
pants.
magenta mats. To be fair,
You can tell by the Facebook commercial. That was funny as hell. Which one did you see?
I
We're
would
filming
imagine
new commercials tomorrow and
yours
Friday.
has been running a lot again. So I assume it's that one, the walking through the building one.
Oh, far out. Jen getting fanned by a guy in a Speedo. That one's good too.
Oh,
That is my favorite commercial.
I like that one obviously, but yours is good too. I think yours is my favorite.
We should have you ever wanted to do better glazes? Call 1-900 Glaze Me.
Yeah. Megalodon, they're on our YouTube.
What color's your base coat, beautiful? Are you using glazes? I could do this. I bet everybody in chat is aroused right now because I'm using my sultry tone voice. I'm glazing red, big boy.
what the?
Ah.
Oh god.
We're going to get banned from Twitch because they don't understand what we're doing. And somebody's going to report us for being like, this made me feel odd when I went in this stream. I need you to make them stop.
Call him and ask questions like, what model is Jen painting?
It
He
feels
would
like
maybe-
I am protecting myself. I am now in chat. Phil is that old cat in chat.
Oh, there he is. Now I'm here. Yeah.
All you need is that voice in a hot tub full of tartar sauce. That sounds disgusting.
Sounds really gross.
Can you imagine having hot sauce or tartar sauce in your orifices? Like
no.
trying to clean tartar sauce out from between
I mean,
your toes?
Unfortunately, now I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I
and
know,
It's
right?
gross. Why did you do that?
Hoosier says, be careful. Keep talking that way, and Jen will be the one needing a break. That would make for a good commercial. The old 1-900 number. I don't know that how many people that would see our commercial in our demographic would know what a
understand
900
it, yeah.
number was, though. We had to explain
Some
it to
would.
quite a few people.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Well.
When we were talking about my past escapades. Twitch is like, Twitch customer support is, please report the issue. Stream made me feel kind of funny, like when we used to climb the rope in gym class. Rope climb was a hard one, man. I got made fun of because for rope climb day, I wore my sweatpants in gym class, and it was in Texas, and it was like 100 degrees outside.
Uh-oh.
And everybody was like, why are you embarrassed to wear shorts? I was like, because it's rope climb, and it like literally gives you rope burn on your thighs.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You're smart.
And
You
the
were
back
only
of your
smart
knee.
one.
And I was like, so I wore pants. Even the coach was like, Craze, why are you not in shorts? I was like, because I got to climb a rope. You had to do the rope climb. You had to do the 9-minute run. You had to do the
Sit-ups.
flexed arm hang, they called it.
This was for the president's physical fitness test.
President's physical
Yeah,
fitness
you had to run a
test.
mile. It didn't have to be 9 minutes. You had to run a mile.
Ours was the 9 minutes. You had to
Oh.
run for 9 minutes.
You had to be in at least 9 minutes. So, no, we just had to run a mile, and then you had to do like a minute of sit-ups.
You had to do a minute
Yeah.
of sit-ups,
The
flexed
hang.
arm hang,
Yep.
the rope climb.
Yep.
What else was there? There's more. You didn't have to climb a rope. Yeah, we had the rope climb, flexed arm hang, 9-minute run, sit-up test. Maybe that was it. We had to do the thing where you jumped over the mats, but I don't think that was part of it. That was just a agility test that they made us do all the time.
I don't remember if we had to do push-ups or not.
They would no, they didn't make you do push-ups. The sit-ups was at least for us, they didn't. But they used to take. You remember the floor mats that you had?
Mhm.
They would take the folded up floor mats and they would stack them, and you had to tumble over them. You had to dive head first and then roll, tumble on the other side, and they would keep stacking them higher and higher and higher until nobody could get over it.
I actually remember this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
they do
the
that?
stretch, like the touch your toes. Like you had to sit down with your feet straight out
yeah, the stretch.
and stretch toward your toes.
Remember
Yep.
doing that?
Marine Corps made you exercise until you had to vomit. It's good for
Yeah.
you, son. Puts hair on your chest.
Yeah, like probably 100. Nah, probably like 90.
JP Gray,
Oh,
when
I
you
do remember
exercised with the
that.
Marines, you blew your hips, so don't talk to me.
Phil, I remember that when you had to do push-up and you had to have someone put their hand underneath and you had to go down at least until you touched their hand.
Oh, that's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yep, that's right. I used to love the sit-ups because if I had a buddy, like somebody that was a friend of mine in gym class, we would each try to fart while we were doing
my
sit-ups.
During your
Gosh.
sit-ups, yeah.
Yeah, doing your sit-ups. You had some almost oops moments.
Did you
Dude,
just
you
call
don't have
them
to try that
sit-ups?
hard. You had to have a partner hold their fist against the ground. Yeah. Phil says he's always right.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
You were wrong when you went home the other day, on Monday.
Who was?
Phil.
Phil?
Philip, yeah.
What did he do that was wrong?
He forgot.
Oh,
To
you
walk
guys were
with-
supposed to
with me.
go for a walk.
I even reminded him in the middle of the day.
Philip.
Not so always right.
Philip.
Philip and Gabe,
Phil says forgetting isn't being wrong.
Definitely not
It's
being right.
forgetting.
Jordan and I want to play pickleball.
We do want to play pickleball.
You want to play pickleball?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, I will go play pickleball.
You will?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go play pickleball. Let's have
When
a.
I drove past the tennis courts over by our house, and I was like, I bet Jen would never play tennis with me.
I don't know how to play tennis.
Same as pickleball.
It's same as
I don't know how to
pickleball.
play pickleball.
Pickleball
either.
is just tennis for small people.
Well, so Christine
Except
described
big
it.
people have decided they like it too.
Christine described it as tennis with no running, or ping pong.
It is like large ping pong.
Yeah.
It is like life-size ping pong.
Yeah. Very down. Okay. Yes.
Ghost Hunter says,
let's
don't
play
push
that.
when you're trying to fart. I mean, how else does it happen?
Gabe, oh, I'll make you run.
Is it? It's Tony. I had the same thought as I was saying it. I was like, I feel like ping pong is already life size, but this is like extra life size ping pong.
Man, I have to say
The
though,
rackets are bigger.
some of the crazy stuff that I've seen people who do like professional ping pong do is like, I don't even want to
Yeah.
go there. Mm-mm. Have you seen these people play ping pong? Like professionally? Like
yeah.
the crazy
Very
good ones?
serious.
Oh, it's crazy. They're just like,
It's very
"Buh, buh,
serious.
buh, 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 buh."
It's very serious. I get on my feed sometimes the dramatic walk-offs that people will do after they end a good volley in ping pong, you know, where they give each other the stare down. Yeah, that's right.
I just got you.
I feel like being a badass at ping pong is kind of a weird deal. Like if I see you flex after making a tremendous ping pong shot, I don't really know if I hold you in the same regard as like somebody picking off the best quarterback in the NFL or something like that. But they treat it like that.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
you know?
everybody is serious.
I mean,
about
it is their
sport that
equivalent, right?
That's right. But I saw on the Golden Bachelor, they were playing pickleball, and if those older ladies can do it,
Well, I mean,
I
that's
can
why
do
they made pickleball, so that old people can
for
feel like
older
they
people,
still have value in athletics, which is why I'm interested in it. Because I am an old person that feels like I need some value in athletics. I need to drop a bunch of poundage, and I can't go play hockey in my current state. So
it's like tennis on a badminton court with wiffle balls. Okay.
it sounds like something Willy Wonka came up with.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
I actually really like badminton, though.
Being a badass at ping pong is a lot like being good at painting minis. Yeah, but
Yeah,
nobody. I mean, maybe
Where do the
somebody
pickles
does.
come in?
But like when you finish your miniature, you don't like flex. You don't like set it down and like mic drop. Like, yeah, take that, yo. It's not how it works. Totally different deal. Bad logic.
Some people try to.
Bad logic.
Mo, that's actually a really good question.
Oh.
Where does the pickle part come in? Do I get
Yeah, I
to
don't
eat
understand
pickles?
the pickle part. Pickle.
Comes next to squash. JP Gray, Golden Bachelor is exactly what it sounds like. It's a bachelor with senior citizens, an older gentleman and a bunch of older
horrible.
ladies.
It's horrible.
And it's fantastic.
I didn't think Bachelor could get any worse.
It's better.
And then they made old people Bachelor.
It's way better because it's so sweet. They're the cutest.
That's literally Kenny's whole mantra.
What?
Flexing after painting.
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Posting on Instagram or Facebook is flexing after painting a mini? Incorrect. I mean, it can be, I guess. Right? Game Delay's like, right, I don't flex when I finish a model. I never do that. I definitely never have done. See, I prevent any type of ego entering into painting by just never finishing models.
That's true. It's a
See?
very good strategy you got there.
Did you hear that the attorneys general of like 40 some odd states are suing Facebook over the addictiveness
Yes, for kids.
young teenagers
Yeah.
and children of Instagram?
Oh, really?
No. It also includes like TikTok and things like that, but they're picking on Meta.
Because it owns all of those things.
Jay the Younger flexes by repainting a model. Correct.
That's not true.
Correct. Very egotistical that he
No.
decides to paint things 5 times in front of us, each one of them taking about 10 minutes to make it look perfect. It's a subtle flex, but one that does not go unnoticed. Megalodon says, I only flexed once. He painted a king shark from the Batman miniatures game, and it came out perfect. Probably the best mini ever painted. You were pumped. Wish I knew what I did that day. Something in the water. The planets were aligned perfectly. I love that. You know, it's weird because you're right. There are some days, and by the way, those are the best flex moments ever, when you feel like you knocked it out of the park. But it is funny because it even happens to me where you'll do something and you'll come back like a week later and be like, how did I do that? You know? Like, wow, that looks pretty good. Omicron says TikTok is your vice. I don't get it.
You do get it.
TikTok bugs the crap out of me, so I will watch the shorts on YouTube. I will watch the reels on Instagram because they have time limits. TikTok goes on and on and on, and a lot of the videos don't ever go anywhere.
Well, it can, yes, but reels now can be a little longer too, I think.
Oh, I don't know. None of mine go very long.
Because I've seen videos on Instagram that are long.
Oh.
Yeah, he'll sit on the couch and watch reels and then send them to me, and I'm like, yeah, I saw that a week ago on TikTok.
That only recently started when I was in New York.
Yeah.
And it was all, so I learned that and I already knew this, but you get to experience, like when we went to New York, my reels were totally different. What they were serving me on my Instagram was completely different in New York. It was all like dogs and funny jokes.
Stuff that you actually wanted
And
to
so I
see.
sent her like a million of them.
Yeah.
And then I started seeing, as I kept sending her more, I kept seeing reels of people complaining that their husbands send them too many reels. So this is how you know you're living in a simulator, by the way. We are living in a simulation, because that's not real. That's not how the world works.
But it was from a reel.
You're mostly looking at your job, then you look up and Jin's Deadpool is suddenly alive.
he's starting to turn a little bit red, for sure.
Jin is a patient painter. Her blending is superb, and she doesn't care how long it takes. She learned from me, so.
I just go. I just do it.
They left your norm. They thought you might enjoy smiling.
Jason smiles.
I smile a lot.
Yeah. Like a lot. He just pretends to be grouchy sometimes.
I am a grumpy old man. Do not try to make me smile.
I definitely got you this morning. That's for sure.
I got you. What are you talking about?
Well, you got me, and then I got you back.
But it started with me getting you.
Correct.
He stuck his head in my office this morning with the intent of ruining my day by being happy. And you know what I did?
You out
I sang to him. I sang to him. I belted out a bit. Gabe came running back there going,
Beat him
"Are
at
we
his
doing
own
opera
game."
now?" What's that?
Did you beat him at his own game?
Yes, I did.
Well, to be fair,
But then he sang back to me,
Yeah.
which was a little weird. And then Gabe came back.
It's like, who's singing opera back?
Yeah, I told Gabe no singing, or I told Phil no singing or dancing.
I think it would have been way
When people
funnier.
around you that you pay reassure you that you smile, you don't smile. I smile all the time. I'm also serious a lot too. You gotta take both. You can't just be all rose-colored glasses all the time.
If we weren't serious once in a while, we would not be very good business people, I don't think.
Correct.
So.
Jason didn't smile at the rainbow joke, so yeah, sense of humor intact. He's good. Exactly. I have a very discerning smile. You scored the Octarius terrain for $86 new in the box. Now I need to put it together and paint it. Is $86 a good price? I don't know. The Octarius. That's the kill team stuff?
I believe it's all of the orc terrain.
Is that like a whole table worth?
It's a lot. It's a really good terrain set.
Mo, did my ears bleed when he sang in return? He actually sang better than I did. I was just going for volume.
You did sing really loud.
Yeah, I was really trying to make his ears bleed. Because I knew that he was trying to affect me in a negative manner with his positivity. So I doubled down on the positivity, so to say. And Hipster Gumby came back and was like, "Are we doing opera now?" He's like, "Holy hell, man, I heard you all the way up front." You've been told they don't make it anymore? Yeah, a lot of those initial sets they just do as a one-off. There's no way I was letting Baby J come in and get his way that early in the morning.
I mean, you got your way.
I did.
Yes, you did.
It's good to be the king.
Yes, it is.
Oh, JP Gray.
Ugh, all right.
When Tim came out of the shadows and starts, he calls that hard dancing, Tom.
All right, here we go.
He was dancing hard.
Got all that done today.
Oh, look at you.
There's a lot of gold.
That's a lot of monotony.
We survived.
20 pieces of monotony.
20 pieces of monotony.
20 heretics is all I see.
No, I gotta do like edge highlights.
Exactly, Mo. I agree with Mo. Mo says, Baby J, you missed the middle parts.
I did kind of miss the middle parts. You're not wrong. They have highlights on them.
You missed the middle part.
They just need like some edge highlights and then it'll be good. I am not repainting them all. That's not gonna happen.
Panic bomb, like, okay, time to repaint it all.
Nope. No, sir. Not going to happen.
Can I not say how much I love this freaking Deadpool on a unicorn model, by the way?
It's pretty amazing.
Are you enjoying painting it?
Yeah. I mean, nothing exciting yet, but feels good to paint again.
The process.
Yeah.
Try painting a squad of 20 Necrons. You'll go cross-eyed.
Actually, that sounds super easy. I'm
gonna say that's super quick.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Space Marines are composed entirely of shoulder pads. At least 80%.
It is funny. I was watching a video last night that made me kind of want to play Necrons.
The unicorn is riding the rainbow, not farting it. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that was a missed opportunity
Yeah,
on the
it
part
really
of the
was.
designer. Or perhaps the
rainbows-
designer had it farting a unicorn, and maybe we have Cool Minion not to blame for saying that did not meet Marvel standards. Megalodon's here. Can Megalodon speak to this? Megalodon, did somebody wimp out at the last minute? This was the perfect chance. Unicorn poop rainbow ice cream. I've seen this, the Quaddy Potty documentary. Yes. Yes. That commercial is my spirit animal. Best. Pete says, huh? What? Did I miss? I was answering an email. We said that the Deadpool that Jen is painting is was the perfect opportunity to have the unicorn farting a rainbow, and we were wondering if that was something that got like redone in design. Was that something that you guys fought for but then lost with Disney? I feel like that was a missed opportunity. But I want to err on the side of Cool Minion or Not had it right in the original design. The story we're going to tell here, Pete, is that the original design had the unicorn farting a rainbow and that it got kiboshed by Disney. I like that better. That paints everybody in our world in a great light and the evil empire in a bad one.
There are no farts in the House of Mouse.
Pete's like, yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah, let's go with that.
I like that story better. Speaking of Marvel things, does anyone know what color Magic's powers are? Blue. I'm going to go with blue. I think they were actually like orangish. I don't know.
I think I've seen it depicted as both.
Wasn't she the ruler of the realm of chaos?
Maybe?
Right? Something like that?
I know she's Colossus's sister.
Yeah. Monument Hobbies, fighting for the common man and rainbow horse farts.
Because I know that
That's a unicorn,
It's a
sir.
unicorn, excuse me.
Clea is the... I believe that's Clea's job.
Limbo, that's what it was. Sorceress Supreme of Limbo.
Okay, yeah.
I knew she
So
was like
not the Dark Dimension.
some bigwig in another dimension.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's more modern than my view of comics. Unfortunately, my serious paying attention to spandex superhero comic days ended in like the 80s. So anything post 80s started developing into like Vertigo comics, like John Constantine, Hellblazer,
Constantine's a cool comic book.
Transmetropolitan. The Authority was as close as I think I got to like the Image Comics run with like Authority and Stormwatch, and that whole arc was as close as I got to spandex superheroes. The Pro was a spandex superhero, but that's not for family consumption.
My favorite thing is the tongue on the unicorn. It's hanging out the side of its mouth.
Oh, it is a tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. It's like a stuffed animal unicorn.
It is.
This is like a bad, like,
Yeah.
like weird like mushroom trip
Yeah.
thing happening for
And
him.
then in the lady, I was painting the bear, and he has an arm and a leg on one side but not the other, and then I found them over here. So, yeah.
Have they been chopped off?
I think so, by her
That's very rude.
things. Yeah. Well, or maybe she's avenging the removal of limbs of her bear. I don't know. I don't know the story.
The Deadpool in credits unicorn. Oh, that's right. There was like an animated unicorn at the end, right? It's a narwhal with a horse head and body. Wait a minute. I don't think my nephew believed that narwhals were real. And when we told him the other day that narwhals were real, his initial response was, Mm-hmm. And then when we kept pushing, he turned into the, of course I know that. Which is how you know teenagers didn't know it.
Yep.
Is when they immediately shrink into, of course I knew, duh. Duh, uncle, duh. That's when you know they're lying.
It's easy to catch them.
What is
See,
this
Game Delay's doing it right now.
House?
Game Delay says I changed it on purpose to sound dumber. I knew it was a unicorn. Duh, uncle. Duh.
Wad, is it related to the school bus?
Is it related to what?
So earlier, Tom Wad was telling us about the school.
His name is not
the school
Tom,
bus.
by the way. I just love it that we call him Tom now.
The school bus. There's a school bus that drops a kid off across the street or next door or something.
Uh-huh.
It's the school bus house's neighborhood.
Oh.
So there's a school bus that drops a kid off at a house, and the parents are never there, and so the bus just sits outside and honks, and until someone comes out.
That's got to be a nonsense.
That's what we were hearing earlier. So now he's talking about a guy across the street.
Hey, Tom, you have the right to throw glass bottles at the
cursing
bus
into his
and just tell him
phone.
that I told you could do it.
No, I don't think it's actually Tomato either.
His real name is not Tomato.
It
Not
is Wad
Tom.
Tomato N.
Not Tomato.
Omicron says, what sounds more realistic, though? A horse with a horn or a deer with a 20-foot long neck? I mean,
Tomato is clearly his last
I feel like giraffes are a bad joke, right? It's a way you know God has a great sense of humor. Because they gave some horses tiger stripes.
Mm-hmm.
And giraffes, just period. What are they good for? The giraffe is the saddest creature on the planet. In order to just do simple things like survive and drink water, it has to get into the most awkward, non-defensive position I've ever known. You're a quarter Italian, so tomato does fit as well. Tomato, you mean?
Tomato.
That would be tomato.
Tomato.
Honestly, a horse with a horn is believed. I mean, why not? Seems reasonable. Now, the whole Pegasus thing, now we kind of start stepping off into the unbelievable fantasy realm, right? Ironically, your roommate is allergic to tomatoes. Ghost Hunter, narwhals do not have the best song. It's kind of right up there with Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Or the Nyan Cat.
Go break his brain and tell him that a small percent of narwhals have 2 tusks.
Is that considered a tusk? Tusks come out of the mouth. Narwhals have horns.
Having a hard time following this conversation.
It's a weird one. It's definitely an odd one.
It's 2:06. Are we continuing or are we wrapping up?
We are finished.
We are finished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We have a meeting.
I
I
got
got
some
stuff
work
to
to
do.
do.
I got more meetings.
Yeah, I got work to
Like,
do.
if we're continuing, I might need to go back to my desk.
T. Schmidt, they're called tusks? I thought tusks came out of mouths. around the facial region. That's odd. Oh, is it technically a tooth? That's crazy.
That's not as fun. I don't like that.
That's crazy. I learned something today.
All right,
man.
guess who's in charge of the links today?
Oh, I have to do links?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all doomed. This is not going to end well, chat.
I know he knows how to type on a computer, so we should be good.
Exclamation point. I'm going to say links.
No.
Did that work?
Nope. That's not how that works.
Is that how that works?
You don't put a space, first of all. I mean, try it without a space, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna laugh so hard when it
Does that work?
it all
Is
just.
that how you do it?
Do you see the links? I don't see any links.
Damn it! Do the links. He's trying to get chat to do the links for him.
I think he's trying to see if the bot just does it automatically. This is,
Nope.
this is part of the job over there. You can't sit in the chair if you're not going to do the links.
There we go. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Make sure to follow all of the links. Most of you probably know what to do with them. Store link is where you can pick up all the
obviously
cool.
don't know what to do with them.
That's true. Pick up all the cool paints we've been using here on the stream. On our store, you can go to the FLGS link to find local stores near you to pick it up. Check out our Discord. It's a great place to hang out, find new ways to paint stuff, and show off all the cool stuff you've been working on. And our YouTube's a great place to find cool tutorial stuff. Don't forget, we stream 5 days a week. I almost said 3. That would have been really weird. But we stream 5 days a week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we stream from 12 to 2 Pacific. Not like today. It is Wednesday. My brain doesn't work very well today. And,
Is anybody looking for a job as a studio painter?
Tuesdays and Thursdays stream from 12 to 2.
Monday, Wednesday,
From 2 to
Friday.
5. Oh my
12
god.
to 2. Tuesday, Thursday, 2 to 5 p.m. all times Pacific.
And we're hiring a studio painter. The I don't know, just Dave, thank you for hanging out with our stream. We appreciate you guys tons for hanging out with us.
Who
Stick
designed the scrapping tool?
the
Not I.
scrapping tool.
Probably
Wasn't
is
me.
that guy.
That's me.
That'd be Jason.
That's me. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Stick around, show some love in the stream we wind up rating, and we will catch you back here tomorrow. Adios, gang.
Yay,
We're
glad
out.
you like it.
Ow,
Bye,
shoot.
everyone.